what we do here.
Not even close.
I'm Pixie.
And I'm No-No.
This is Heat Between the Sheets, the podcast where morally gray men do unforgivable things.
And we forgive them anyway.
If he's a killer with a soft spot for his girl,
We're obsessed.
if she stabs someone for love,
Even better.
we're not here for gentle kisses or polite confessions.
We're here for obsession. Blood on the floor and orgasms on a throne.
So settle in, because this episode, it's about to get real dark real quick. But before we dive headfirst into all the filthy chaos this episode is serving,
We gotta throw out the warning.
this show is for entertainment purposes only. It's strictly 18 and older, and yes, there will be spoilers in this episode.
So if you're underage or not ready for all the dirty details, time to tap out now. Triggers were listed at the start of the show.
And you can always find the full list at hbtspodcast.com, so if you can't handle the heat, don't meet the qualifications, or don't want the spoilers, it's time to bow out now.
Still here?
Good. You've been warned. This one's dirty, violent, and full of triggers.
And don't forget to like, follow us on social media, subscribe to our channels, and share.
Amen.
Amen.
Sister.
Preach.
Preach. Love it. And as per usual,
What's the usual? Pray tell.
you act like you don't even know.
I know. Tell me. I forgot.
Did you know?
Oh, that's right.
That famous part of our show.
Mhm.
Everyone's favorite segment, the Did You Know?
Okay. Let's hear it.
Let's hear it. Did you know that rich people are just like us? Except
No, they're not.
when they ruin lives. They call it networking.
Okay. That's what I'm going to start calling it then. Because
Well,
I identify as a rich
We
person.
can eventually. We're almost there.
Okay. Perfect.
Almost.
Okay.
Yeah. History is full of families who treat their kids like investment portfolios. Polished, leveraged, and occasionally traded. When you've got more money than empathy, parenting becomes a PR stunt, and trauma just another inheritance. And while it's easy to imagine this stuff only happens in the shadows, reality check, T's everywhere, and in the US alone, around 600,000 children are confirmed victims of abuse or neglect every year. And experts estimate the real number is far higher because most cases never make it to the surface.
Nope.
Even scarier, over 70% of those cases involve parents or guardians. So sad.
Makes sense,
Yeah.
though.
So yeah, sometimes the monster under the bed is the one tucking you in. And then there are the self-proclaimed heroes. The kidnappers who insist, I did it to protect them. Sweetheart,
Maybe they did.
if your rescue plan involves zip ties and a hideout, you skipped the part of the movie where the FBI shows up.
Oh.
Yeah. Stockholm Syndrome? That's not romance. It's your brain glitching under extreme stress.
Words, romance.
No.
No.
No. Only in books.
Oh.
It's the emotional version of duct taping your sanity together with whatever's available. Victims start to mistake captivity for safety because at least the pain feels familiar. The psychological scars that follow, they don't fade. They just learn to dress up a smile for the camera. So maybe next time, don't audition for hero status with a felony. You're welcome.
I did not agree with that one.
Well, it wasn't a did you agree or disagree. It was simply a did you know.
Dang it. Did you know that I didn't agree?
There you go. There you go. Oh my gosh. So, on that note,
Okay.
obviously, we are rolling right into the next part of our segment, which is the book summary of today's book. Take it away, No-No.
Sins by Candace Wondrak. After 5 stolen years, she's back. But nothing in her life feels like her own. The girl who vanishes returns as America's broken sweetheart, dropped into a shiny new family complete with picture-perfect parents and stepbrothers who look more like sinners than saints. Zane and Thorn are dangerous, magnetic, and the kind of trouble you know you shouldn't want, but can't stop craving.
Word.
The problem?
Wait, there's a problem? Sorry, continue.
I don't know, you wrote it. You tell me. Is there a problem?
Yeah, no, not yet.
The problem? She's already been to hell, and she knows monsters wear pretty faces. Sins is a haunting cocktail of trauma, temptation, and taboo. Where love is twisted, redemption feels dirty, and forgiveness might be the darkest sin of all. And our female main character is called she or her. I've noticed in all of this. Didn't want to name her ever?
That was an error.
Oh, got it. Because I was like, in the very beginning, I read this and I was like, okay, she says she. And then she comes back and says her. And I go, oh, is this like something you're doing for dramatic effect?
Sorry. That was an error.
She who has no name.
I had a lot of writing to do in a short amount of time.
She did.
Yes.
Not she. She.
She isn't me.
Yeah.
The her would be Celeste.
Okay. She has a name.
She has
Thank you.
You have a pen. You can correct that.
I just thought it was fun. I thought you were doing something.
No,
I didn't know what it was.
It really wasn't.
But that's hilarious that you were.
Funny.
Yeah.
No, it is Celeste. Couldn't even tell you where that came from, but it's fine. Literally, this is what happens when I write multiple scripts in a very short amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
So Celeste is this is our main character descriptions. Obviously, that's how we roll. We have a whole pattern in case no one's noticed yet.
And if you haven't, you need to watch more because then you'll figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, we have a flow.
Yeah.
To our system.
Yes.
I was like, what is that noise? Jesus. We record late at night. Weird noises happening.
Sounds like one of our books.
True. Okay.
Please let a masked man break through the door. Please.
Thank God we started locking the door. God. Whew. Okay. So, Celeste is the FMC. Mm-hmm. She is a survivor wearing a saint's smile and a sinner's soul. She's the kind of girl who's been through hell, came back smoking, and now everyone wants to save her or sin with her. Sweet when she has to be, savage when she needs to be.
Okay.
Whew. Is she ever?
She's something, man.
She is something. Zane, the smooth-talking devil wrapped in danger and dimples. He's the kind of bad boy who'll ruin you with a grin and make you thank him for it. Possessive, protective, and just unhinged enough to make your morals melt.
He's my favorite.
Yeah, I kind of like him too, but I like Thorn.
I knew you were going to like Thorn. I knew it.
Of course. Then we have Thorn, the broody, shocking.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot deal with whatever the hell that noise is right now every time I roll my chair. Sorry.
She jumped the shark.
This is like 2 hours into recording in the middle of the night. Like, hello.
Fine.
It's
Who
fine.
needs sleep?
Okay. Thorn, broody, brutal, and the darker half of temptation. He doesn't say much, but when he does, it's probably something that'll make your spine tingle or your knees buckle. He's chaos with a conscience. Barely.
Or your panties wet.
Oh, soaked. Not just wet.
Sorry, kid.
Not just wet. Soaked. He's fucked up. Then we have Astrid Fitzpatrick Chambers. Yeah, exactly. Celeste's mother and the walking definition of willful ignorance. Beautiful, vain, and desperate to keep her perfect image polished. She turns...
The page.
Yeah. Just like last episode.
Yep.
And probably a few before that. She turns a blind eye to the nightmare behind closed doors. Her denial is almost as loud as her perfume.
Mm-hmm.
Oliver Ollie Fitzpatrick, the stepdad who's too good for everyone in this book. Kind,
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah. Kind, protective, and the only adult in the house with a moral compass that isn't cracked in half. A high-powered lawyer for the rich and famous, but somehow still the softest heart in Mid-Park. Jacob, the cop. The badge-wearing good guy who can't decide if he wants to help Celeste or control her. Well-intentioned on the surface, but his savior complex comes with strings attached, and she's tangled in every one. Nathaniel Chambers.
Mm-hmm.
Celeste's biological father and pure evil in a tailored suit. This is not something that makes my panties wet.
Mm-mm.
Abusive, manipulative, and the kind of monster who hides behind power and charm. He doesn't just cross lines, he erases them entirely.
Mm-hmm.
Blech.
He's a hard one
Yeah.
for me to swallow.
Yeah. Okay, that guy is a trigger in himself.
Yeah.
Okay? So this book is literally a trigger warning follow. Okay?
Truth.
And there's going to be tons of spoilers and lots of triggers. So if you can't handle that kind of stuff, like, get out. So we can talk about the writing style of this book.
Okay.
So when we first, because this was a reread for you and I.
Yep.
And we read this first years ago.
Yes.
And I remember when I first read this book, it was dark.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking dark. And it wasn't, when I read this kind of dark was not something I was into, but I was like, damn, that's dark. And I bought the electronic copy.
Okay.
And I had reread it a couple of times. And I'm not even sure why, because I have read things worse than this.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, when I reread it this time, it's still dark.
It's dark.
It's dark. And I have read other things by Candace Wondrak, and I don't know if you have.
I don't know that I have.
But I have. And I have discovered that Candace Wondrak is a very dark, like this type of dark writer.
Okay.
There's a lot of abuse in her writing.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Should we psychoanalyze that?
We could.
But maybe not.
Maybe not. Like, I think I would like to read more of her books, and maybe, I don't know if all of her books are this way, but the ones I have read of hers, they're fucking dark. They're violent. They're very violent.
Mm-hmm.
And the abuse or trauma that's involved is this
substantial.
It's this kind of abuse, and it's like childhood sexual assault type of stuff. And you're like, I don't know if this is something she's drawing on from personal experience, or this is just something that she can relate to or is drawn to. I don't know. I haven't done any research on this author herself to know, but the few things I have read of hers are very dark like this, and I like them. They're good, but they're poetic but brutal.
Yeah.
They're like flowery words wrapped around knives.
Yeah.
Really. So I know I've explained before that when I reread for podcast purposes, and I do it analytically, I can skim, right? I can do a lot of skimming to like remember things, to take my notes or whatever, right? This one, I could not.
Yeah, you really can't. And it's not like it's a long read, but yeah.
It wasn't.
You really can't skim this one.
At all. Like, there's not a lot of dialogue pieces in this book where conversations are had.
Mm-hmm.
There's just a lot of story or explanation or whatever.
Yeah.
But there's not a lot of like dialogue where there's quotations throughout this book. But the amount of things that happen, I don't know. It had gothic energy.
Yeah.
Like a love story set inside of a confession booth at midnight, you know? It was...
Yeah.
Yeah, so... Like, you kind of need to take a shower and have a drink after you read it.
Like, if you smoke, do it while you're reading it, so...
Yeah. You feel very dirty.
Mm-hmm.
After... for her. And yet not, because she's broken, and I'm sure it's because of everything that happened to her, because it happened to her from such a young age.
Yeah.
And then she was programmed that this type of abuse is what she is. Like, her father told her she is sin, because a man in cloth would sin for her.
Mm-hmm.
And her dad started molesting her at age 8 and then started raping her constantly by age 10 and then passing her around at parties.
Mm-hmm.
This with rich people. And her mother saw this and did nothing about it.
Turned a blind eye.
Yeah, literally actually walked in on this happening between her and her father and walked out. Like, that's how bad the abuse was. So she just shut down and then thought that this is what her role was in life. This is what she does. So she was so broken. And the twins, they're identical twins, Zane and Thorne, ran in the same circle. So their father, Ollie Fitzpatrick, because he's the attorney for the rich and famous, you know, obviously all in the same circles. I don't even know what Nathaniel Chambers did.
I don't even know if they talked about it.
I don't really think they did. I know the mother, Astrid, she was just the stay-at-home, you know, trophy wife person. But they saw her on a cruise when she was 10 and saw the father take her into the cabin that they were staying in and push the mother out. And they knew immediately what was happening. And because they saw her face, they saw the look, they knew it was happening. And they just immediately, they're 5 years older, I believe, than her. And so she was 10, they were 15.
Yeah.
And they immediately wanted her. They had something, they were drawn to her. I don't want to say it was a sexual thing right then and there.
No, they were like, we're going to save her.
Yes.
We got to figure this out.
They are also psychos. They're sociopaths.
But you're going to actually love them.
Absolutely, you will.
Which is going to surprise you.
Yeah. They're like sociopathic vigilantes.
Yeah.
If I can say that, I guess, if that's a thing.
Sure.
I mean, if it's not, they are the embodiment of that.
Yeah.
And they're so smart and calculated for being quasi-lazy. That kind of got the vibe. At least Zane is lazy.
Zane, for sure, yeah.
Of the two.
Yeah. Thorne, not so much, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, they're opposites in their personalities, because you have Thorne, who's the more broody, dark, doesn't smile, and Zane, who's always smiling and the goofier one, right? And Zane still lives at home with Dad, where Thorne is like, I can't fucking live with you people. I'm getting my own apartment.
Yep.
So he has his own place. But they see her and they immediately put plan in motion, age 15. And you later discover that I guess this kind of crazy runs in their biological mom's family. And their mom had tried to commit suicide multiple times, so they ended up just putting her down, so to speak. What else do you say?
Very eloquently put, yes.
They just went ahead and put her down for her and left it for Dad to clean up. Because Why not? They have money.
I mean, she was going to do it anyway. That's what they were saying. Yeah.
It's kind of like it was a test run. Like, let's just see how that plays out. So they did that, and then Dad cleaned up their mess. So like, okay, so we know how this all works and how it'll clean up. Okay. So they like created their connections, and they have money, and they like have all these resources, and they make that very clear, and they say it multiple times that none of the things that they do would ever happen if they didn't have money. Yeah. Money is the only reason they can do what they do. Yep. Right? And they do have a strong appreciation for the law, and they even say we have a love-hate relationship for law. They get it. They understand that law exists for a reason, that they appreciate that. But at the same time, laws need to be broken. Like, sure. I mean, this is where their brains are. And I'm like, this is the vigilante attitude, right? But they're also sociopathic because they have no real empathy or anything for humans other than each other and Celeste. Yeah. That's it. Like, they could give two fucks about anyone else. Nope. None. Nope. And they're calculated because this is a plan that spans, 2 years it took them. 2 years to come up with it, and then another... And execute. 5 years... Well, they kept her in captivity for 5 years. But they had mapped out and put it into play so much for 2 years. It took them 2 years to plan, just to plan it and build it. And then once they kidnapped her, they put her in this building, this room, kept her for 5 years, and then kept her in this captivity room for 5 years. And she had no idea who her captors were. No, none. And they wore a white rabbit mask. She thought it was just one dude because he wore the same black outfit with the white rabbit mask. So she never spoke. Never spoke. She didn't know the color of his hair, the color of his eyes, nothing. She just knew he was white and a male. That's all she knew about him. Because she could see the hands. That's it. Yeah. That's all she saw. Yep. And he would bring her food. The room that she was in, it was in a warehouse that they had built on land 30 minutes outside of town. She was swiped after school at age 12. She was 12. So she had to suffer for 2 more years. But they had to get the plan in play, and it had to be, they had the whole thing planned out all the way until they knew what she would do when she got out, like all of it, all the way through, the whole plan. It was insane. And it only took them 2 years to plan and put it into motion. That's it. Like, that's how smart these two fuckers are. And how rich they are. Yeah, and so they were 17 when they executed it. Yeah. So at age 15, they started this plan, and unreal. Yeah. So they have her kidnapped, and in this warehouse that they had built, because they're rich fuckers, they have a room, and this room has got a bed, a TV, a dresser, a toilet, and a miniature kitchen. But of course, she has nothing that can harm her. So there's no mirror, there's no knives, there's no forks. There's no razor. She can't shave her legs, like none of that stuff. But they provide her with everything else that she needs. They bring her food. They sit with her when she's watching TV. They make her do schoolwork. Yes. They keep her educated, but they never talk to her. And there's no windows either. So she has no real sunlight either. She has a light in there. So she has lights, but no sunlight. So this goes on 5 years. And when there's always that gesture too. So when Thorn they always are taking turns going in there because there's one white rabbit mask and they share it. Yeah. And the suit. But when he leaves the room, he does or whenever she asks a question, or anything that he doesn't want to answer, whatever, he does a specific movement to her where he curls his fingers and then does the whole shh in front of the rabbit's mouth. Doesn't say anything or anything. He just makes that shush motion. And that was constant thing for 5 years. Right. So she grew to trust him, right? The whole Stockholm thing, never abused her, never touched her weird or anything like that. And for the first time in her life, she actually felt safe where she was. Yep. She was cared for and not abused, and basically had someone with her that was nice to her. She says, "You saved me. I would be dead. I would have killed myself." Virtually, 100%. So on her last day there, the door to her room was left ajar. it was always locked. When they
Mhm.
left, they locked it, always. And she's like, that's weird. So she didn't immediately like run to the, she never tried to escape or anything. So she, put new clothes on or new shoes, and then she just went to the door and she peeked out. No one was there. So she just walked out. She was just curious, is
Mhm.
what she had said. It wasn't that she wanted to leave. It was just a curiosity thing.
Mhm.
So,
Well, and then they didn't bring her food.
yeah, and they didn't bring her food
so
that day.
now
So
she's
she was like, what? Are they done with me?
Yeah.
Like,
Which made her kind of sad.
yeah, it made her sad. So she was curious as to what she should do.
Right.
She sure as shit wasn't going to stay there and starve. So as she was curious to check out what was going on and why the door was left ajar, so she's going out and she leaves this warehouse. She hears a noise in the next room down the hall.
But you don't know this right away, this part of it.
No. So that's right. You don't, because you find this out later. So she
Way
leaves.
late, yeah.
So as she's leaving, she's just walking down this like highway road,
Mm-hmm.
but she's covered in blood. And we don't know why.
Yeah.
All of a sudden.
No idea.
This is all we know. She's just covered in blood. And you're like, what the hell just happened to you, girl? You crazy.
You're right.
Okay. And she's just like, you envision this girl walking down the road covered in blood, and you kind of I envisioned, at least when I read it, kind of like the whole shocked face.
Yeah.
Lost look, I guess. And she finally happens upon a restaurant. And she didn't know what restaurant it was, so she just kind of walked in. She said it was kind of dead. And the hostess or whatever started talking to her like, hey, how many in your party type of thing, like they do. And then stopped and looked at her and was like, oh, damn. And then takes her to a corner booth by the kitchen. And
she's just like, I need food.
Yeah, Celeste is like, I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. And she was like, okay. So they sit her down and they just bring her chicken fingers and french fries and water. And then she notices that, like, the manager, what she assumed, started calling somewhere on the phone with someone. She didn't think any of that. She knew that they were calling the cops.
Right.
She wasn't stupid. And then she notices not long after that, 2 cops come in and they go right to her booth. And they immediately, one's standing there and the younger one, which we find out is Jacob, sitting there and start asking her just the simple questions like, what's your name? And I think she just says it's Celeste Chambers. And they kind of just freeze like, wait, what did you just say? Like, the chick that's been missing for 5 years?
Yeah,
I think they were kind of like stunned for a minute. And she just keeps eating, and they're just like, well, where'd you come from? Like, whatever. They end up at the police station, and they make her take her clothes off. Not, obviously, they don't do it in front of her. Don't strip down, chick.
Yeah. Spread them.
Yeah. Right? That would have been good. That made it a little more spicy, maybe.
Yeah, for you.
But, yeah, so they take her clothes. Obviously, they want to test them. They're covered in blood. And she kept saying, they're like, what happened? And she's just like, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Like, she's zoned out at this point.
She's zoned out. Like, she walked. I mean, it's the 30-minute drive into town. You can only imagine how much it is on foot. And so they want, obviously, to test that blood, find out whose is it.
Right.
And she's not really answering questions. And they call her mom to come. So she's wearing, obviously, police sweats and T-shirts.
Yeah.
And then the mom comes in and, the dramatics.
Oh, my God.
And she's just standing there like.
And she's like, just her inner monologue, like, oh, here she is faking like she actually likes me. She just doesn't want me to say anything. She's going to get me out of here quick. Like,
And sure as shit, she does.
Yeah.
And, she fakes the whole hugging her mom back because everyone's watching. And she's like, oh, I have to do this.
Yeah.
But her mom never even says, oh, my God, what happened? Are you okay?
Nothing.
Let's get you to the hospital. Like, none of that. Instant, like, we'll get you some new clothes.
Yeah. Or, like, you don't get to talk to her without a lawyer.
Yeah,
So I'm taking her now.
First things out of her mouth, like.
What?
I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
That was my first thing when I was reading that. I was like, we're missing some things here, lady.
Yeah, like, how do you not take her to the hospital? Like, how?
Or talk to the cops and be like, what if she said, is everything okay? Where did you find her? Like, none of that was said.
But you have no idea what's happening with her dad or her mom at this point. You have no idea. You just know she's gotten out.
She's gotten out.
And something happened. She was gone for 5 years. Like, what the hell happened?
So weird.
Yeah.
So she gets in the car and she's just like, I will take you shopping to get new clothes. Oh, no. She says, your father's gone. And I've remarried
Yeah.
year ago. I'm like, I'm sorry. That's important right now because your daughter's been gone for 5 years
Yeah.
and they just picked her up on the highway and she was covered in blood and we give a fuck why?
Yeah.
What? I was like,
she's so odd right off
like,
the bat.
clearly, lady, something needs to happen already.
But you can tell by her inner monologue, by Celeste's inner monologue, that something's going on in this house.
Yes.
That you don't know what's happening yet.
Uh-huh. So, yeah. And poor Celeste is already still just shut down.
Yeah,
like,
she just...
going through the motions, right? And then she says, well, your new dad, your new stepdad, and she was going to say, the mom says, well, I've taken a new name. It's Chambers Fitzpatrick and you. And she goes, I'm keeping my name Chambers. And she was just like, and then, her inner monologue is like, not that I have any attachment to it, because it's kind of like it was the principle of the matter of like, how dare you?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I get it. Interesting. And she's like, and I've told Ollie to stay out of the house until you get settled. And then, they get to the house and Zane he lives there, right? And so she didn't say anything about Zane or Thorne. And then Zane, is the D-bag that he is, God love him. He leaves the house as soon as Astrid did, but he went around the block and came back because he's like, I gotta see her. I gotta be there, right? So I'm just pretending like I forgot something.
So and at this point, it makes it sound like he's just excited to meet her. Yeah,
totally. So you're like, oh my God, you're hilarious, bro. So they have a guard gate, right? And there's a guy that sits there, Frank.
Yeah.
Right. And so he gets there.
Big old Frank. Big old dude.
Yeah. He can't run chase after Bill, and he's that kind of like, he's pointless.
Yeah.
So when Zane gets there, Frank's like, you're not supposed to be here. You're supposed to make yourself scarce. And he's like, yeah, but I forgot something. Yeah. Charming smile.
Just say I knocked you out.
Just say, I strong-armed you or whatever. And he's like, well, I'm going to tell her if I get in trouble for this. He's like, whatever, and he whatever, gets in.
Yeah.
So, of course, Zane meets Celeste and introduces him. I'm your stepbrother. Charm.
With the dimples.
With the dimples. And she immediately sees him and she is like, because, when she met Jacob the cop, she's looking at him going, wow, you're really cute. Oh my God, there's something wrong with me. Why would I think that?
Or would he be cute?
Would he be cute?
Do I know what's cute?
Yeah, she's so, I don't even know. Is that appropriate? She doesn't. She's so fucking broken. She doesn't know what's appropriate, what's right, what's cute, whatever. And then she sees Zane and she's like, I know Jacob was cute, but this guy's at a whole nother level of cute. Man, that's not okay. He's supposed to be my brother. And like this whole inner monologue. And then she keeps on repeating the whole, there's something wrong with me. And I'm going, yep. There so is. Something.
Yeah.
Probably more than something. But yeah. I don't know. But this Zane dude is
my favorite.
Something else.
And you don't even know there's twins.
You don't, because
until a little bit later.
Yeah, I was gonna say that Thorne had Zane fix all the photos in the house so that it only showed one of the twins in the photos at a time, so it didn't ever look like they were twins. So that if she looked at the photos, she wouldn't know they were twins, because that's how they wanted to introduce themselves and like mess with her a little bit. And the cool thing about the way the writing took place was that it's almost like they were slowly dropping hints to the reader and to Celeste about who they were. Little things. I mean, they're like lovely little psychos. I don't know. Yeah, so they, like I said, okay, so this was, the boys slowly led her to the truth of who they were with like the symbol when they left her bedroom, like her captor did. And she always referred to him in the book as him with a capital H throughout the book. That was her captor, was him. She misses
That's why I was like, is that why she's doing her?
Maybe. Who knows where my brain was when I did that. So it was always him with a capital H when she was talking. I miss him. and all that stuff. So yeah, they were slowly like dropping hints constantly to her throughout the story. Overall, I think all the characters, even Ollie, were morally gray or worse, where redemption was optional. Because even Ollie, even though he was a nice guy and helpful and
Covered up crap as kids did.
yeah, he covered up the shit as kids did.
Yep.
And I mean, he fought against Astrid because Astrid was like, did we take Celeste to the hospital, have her checked out? And her mom's like, she's fine. Well, that's great. She may look fine, but we still need to have her checked out. I mean, hello. I mean, this is stepdad saying it. What the hell's wrong with you, Mom? So, I mean, that's where his good is, but he was morally gray because he still covered up the foul play that his children were doing.
Yeah, 100%.
And he's a fucking lawyer. Like, hello. Guess law doesn't apply when you're rich. Damn it.
Let me see if you remember this.
Okay.
So, like you said, we read this years ago. This is a reread for us. This is the book that opened up my twins kink.
Is it?
This is the book.
This is the one, huh?
This is the book.
Oh.
Because I was like, twins? I was like, kind of like, would any woman want to be with twins? And then I'm like, as you read, you're like, oh shit.
Well, that would make
Maybe
sense.
I want to be with twins.
That would make sense because we read this way back right after we read Untouchable. And Untouchable is the one that started it all for our little book club. And then this came in like right after because I remember anyone in our book club, we would tell them they had to read Untouchable. Yeah. Then they had to read Sins. That was it. Yeah. Those were the two books that started it for our darkness.
So this is the book that made me think, oh,
twins.
I need twins.
Yeah, because these twins are hot.
Yeah,
they're hot,
and I just loved them.
Yeah,
yeah.
And like I said, they're kind of like I said, they're the sociopathic.
Yeah, you don't want to love them because they're fucking wrong.
They're sociopathic vigilantes, and that's what I appreciate because they do appreciate the law, but they take it into their own hands in their own way, but in then a very dark way.
Like even with their mom, and you're like, we knew she was going to kill herself, so we put her down. Like obviously they're not right. There's nothing vigilante about that.
Not about that one necessarily.
So they're not great. Yeah.
However, they, by the end of the book, you find out that when she left that warehouse where she was staying, they had her bio dad tied to a chair naked, her rapist, an abuser, to a chair, and a table full of tools like scalpels and knives and saws and stuff for her to choose how she would like to deal with this abuser. And she was all, Daddy? And he was all, Celeste, oh my God, Celeste, get me out of here. He's going to come back. And she was just like, yeah. This is what my savior, this is what he did for me. And so she goes and grabs a scalpel and she's like, I'm going to chop off his penis.
Bye-bye, penis.
He's never going to use that to hurt anyone again. And so she grabs that little sausage link. You're welcome.
I mean, she kind of does because she's like, it's smaller than I remember.
Yeah. And then she just slices that, and of course he's freaking out, passes out, and then he starts bleeding out, and then she goes to grab his nuts and
cuts them off too.
Yeah, and then she just kind of leaves it, and she's just like, "Fuck it, you're done, dude."
So that's where the blood comes from. We find out way later.
So that's what that is. But she sticks to her. I don't know. I haven't, because I kept asking her because the father's body ends up being found on her 18th birthday. So her mom plans this big old party and she refuses to let anyone come. She just wants it, her mom, her stepdad, and her twin brothers there at the house for this party. And of course the mom was upset because she wanted everyone in the world to be there. And she's like, hell no, I don't want any more parties. Like, bitch, you crazy.
Yeah.
But to rewind a little bit, she demands to go to public school, regular school, prep school, whatever the hell it is, in Park High. So when she goes there, like, these are people she grew up with when she was a child, and they all treat her like shit.
Yeah.
So the guys just want to, they all have a bet they want to bang her, and the girls hate her because they're all bitches.
Yeah.
Right? So she gets beat up by one girl because she was dating Axel. I can't remember what her name is right now. And Axel dumped her the day she came back because Axel had a bet, he's the jock, who wanted to bang her within a month.
Yeah.
She doesn't know this, so she's just thinking Axel's nice and wants to be her friend. And so she goes to a party at his house, and the chick, I want to say her name, April or something.
I don't remember
something
either.
like that.
Terrible names. I don't know why.
So anyway, so this April chick, if that's her name, it's close, it's something like that, was her friend. And she beat her ass and told her he only broke up with me because he has a bet that he wants to bang you within a month. So she goes to this party wanting to confront him. And she gets there and she's like, I need to talk to you. And Zane drives her to this party and she convinces him to sit outside. So he's sitting outside and he's like, okay, we'll go up to my room and talk, because all of his buddies are down in the room, right? And they're all hooting and hollering, thinking, yeah, he's going to get it. He's going to win. And she's like, okay, that confirms it. So she gets up there and she sees there's cocaine on the side table and she's like, fuck. So she's trapped in this room with him. And so she has to play along. So she like rubs up, she's on the bed straddling him, rubs up on him. And she grabs the lamp and she nails him on the side of the head, right? And she's pissed. Yeah. Because she had confronted him and asked. And he's like, oh, that crazy bitch, that's not true. But he made it very apparent.
Right. That it was. Yeah.
So she gets the hell out of there and she goes out into the car with Zane, and Zane sees it. She's pissed and she's like, I don't want to go home. So they go to Thorne's apartment, and that's when she explains to Thorne and Zane what went down.
Right.
So the sociopathic vigilantes decide to take it upon themselves and go and drug and beat the hell out of Axel, and then cut off his fucking hands, both of them.
And cauterize the stumps.
And then let him bleed out a lot, and then cauterize them, and then leave him there for his parents to find. And then the chick that beat her ass, they went ahead and drugged her to death, and then ran her car into a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't fuck with this girl.
No, don't fuck with their chick. So then...
If they find out, they're coming for you.
Yeah. So then... Anyway, so on her 18th birthday, they find the body of the father. The police call the mom. The mom and stepdad leave to go identify the body. That's when Thorne and Zane take her up to her bedroom and they do the deed for the first time.
The deed. That's what we're calling it.
The deed.
The deed.
Because they have been holding on.
They have until she's 18.
That was a line they would not cross. Weird.
Right? Of all the lines, that's the one they're going to keep?
Yeah. That's the line they will not cross, is they had to make sure she was 18 before they actually fucked her. I don't know. Some weird with those two, but okay. So they all sleep together, and that's when she reveals that she knows who they are because she found the white rabbit mask in Zane's room, blah, blah, blah. And they tell her, okay, well, we have a plan. Like, she's like, I don't know how you did it. And they said, oh, so easy to get your mom to hook up with our dad. Like, we're all in the same circle. It's like, girl, we got you. We got this all figured out. Plan. Couple more days and we have something we need you to do. And she's like, okay. She's like, pack a bag in 2 days. Don't take a lot. Leave your electronics, all these things, blah, blah, blah. And the 2 days later come, and she gets up, she showers or whatever, puts on her clothes, and goes downstairs and finds her mom wasted and tied to the kitchen chair. And there it
is.
There is the
There are all the weapons,
all the knives and scalpels. And she was all,
for me!
And they said, just so you know, if you cut her, she's going to wake up. So how much do you want? Do you want her to scream while you're taking care of her business or what? And she's all, okay. So she just starts cutting at her mom, right? And her mom's like, oh, what's happening? Oh my God, Celeste, wake me, help me, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, you know what? you didn't help me when, you know,
When you walked
when
in.
you walked in, all these
You
things.
knew. Yeah.
You knew, and you didn't say a thing. You know what? Someone hold her head back. Someone hold her tongue out. You don't need your tongue anymore.
Yeah. You don't use it to talk when you're supposed to. Yeah.
And then she cuts her tongue out.
Yeah.
And then it just starts bleeding everywhere. And I'm gagging, like reading this going.
That's the one you gagged to the next one.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
But the penis I was okay with.
No,
I know,
what she did to
but
her
I'm just
mom.
saying,
Yeah.
that was okay. But when she cut the tongue out, I was all
tongue fine.
And
The
then
next
she
thing?
goes, then she grabs a spoon and scoops her eyeballs out.
Because she's like,
she
didn't
goes,
matter what she saw.
you saw things
Yeah.
and didn't say or do anything about it, so you don't
Yeah.
get your eyes either.
Like I don't know why, but for me, anything with
That
the
was
eyeballs
so gross.
just sounds horrifying.
And she was so giddy over the whole
Yeah.
thing. So they instruct her to
hilarious.
go upstairs, take a shower, and leave her bloody clothes on the
Yep, they got
bathroom
this.
floor, and grab your bug out bag and let's
Yeah.
go. And she's like, "Are you sure?" And they're like, "Girl, we got this. It's
We
fine.
got you, boo.
We have it
Yeah.
covered. Ain't none of us getting in trouble. You fine." And she's like, "Okay." So they pack up their shit and they fucking get in their minivan or what the fuck ever. Like, I was all, a minivan. Got it. Okay. And they leave town. And I'm like, okay. So they get to their location, however many hours away it is, in the
Yeah.
mountains, right?
It's a while.
Beautiful cabin. And when they arrived in that home,
Mm-hmm.
these lovely little psychos, they gifted her
Mm-hmm.
with Axel's hands in jars,
Yep.
a room like the one she had in her captivity,
Yep.
and
And go.
they watched the video of her killing her father
Mm-hmm.
and then the boys mutilating his dead body on repeat
Mm-hmm.
while they fucked. And
Oh, don't forget they had the penis and balls.
yes,
The dad's
I'm
penis
sorry.
and balls.
They also
along
kept
with the
that,
hands.
along
Yeah.
with the hands.
Yep. They kept that for her.
And they said, "We're sorry we didn't have time to grab your mom's tongue and eyes."
Yeah.
to
Sorry.
And we didn't have any pretty jars for them.
Yeah.
And scene and book.
Why do you look traumatized by this book? You like them dark.
I do. This one, that little thing at the end.
We just
It was
put my dad being murdered on repeat, and
while I'm fucking you.
and then we went all night long.
With dead,
both of them.
dead body parts in
Yeah.
the jar. So
And this feels like home. This is my home.
I have an issue with missing body parts.
Oh, that's your thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah, it's gross.
Okay.
And then I don't want to see them, like, in jars.
Around. Got it?
Especially when I'm having sex with my hot sociopathic vigilantes.
Mm-hmm. Twins.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. In a room that I was held captive in.
Mhm.
Simulation type thing. It's weird. A little bit weird.
But she was so happy about it.
Yeah. And I just, when I envisioned it, it was very Harley Quinn weird. Yeah, like Joker.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
there's something wrong with you.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of the whole book.
Yeah.
There's obviously something wrong with everyone in this freaking book.
Yeah, it reads like a fever dream mixed with a horror movie soundtrack.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, this is actually the one that if they turned into a movie, I don't think I would watch.
I would.
No.
I probably would.
No.
I would do it anyway. I'd go to the theater and watch it. As much as it grosses me
What?
out, I would still.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Their dominance was disguised as devotion,
Mm-hmm.
power traded for love. And like every act of passion was soaked in vengeance.
Yeah.
Right?
So much.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, something else.
Mm-hmm.
Something else.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't even know where to start. So did you feel like this story was about redemption or just beautifully packaged damnation?
I would actually say more beautifully packaged damnation. I don't know that. I think it wasn't maybe the start of redemption, but no, the rest of it was all damnation.
I don't even know if it was either.
Gonna lead to redemption. Like, that's the path it's on, but it's not going to get there in this book.
I don't think it was either.
Okay.
I don't even know what.
What it was?
I don't. I'm like baffled.
Yeah.
It's.
I'm not going to lie and say I think this is just a great read.
No.
Because I don't think that. I don't think it's a bad read.
No, I don't. That's what I'm saying. I'm struggling because.
Yeah, it's an interesting read.
It is.
Yeah.
There's something about it, but you know what's funny is I feel this way about all of the books I've read of hers.
Oh, I'm going to have to read some more, I think.
Say the other one is Trick or Revenge.
Okay.
And I think it's a duet. Also very fucked up. But again, and like I said, like I bought this one and I read it a few times and I don't know what draws me to it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, but I don't hate it, but I don't, I'm like, it's not one of those rereads. I'm just like, oh
Yeah.
there's something about it. It's bizarre. It's so bizarre.
Yeah.
It's
It's something. It's a lot of something.
It really is. But interesting.
Yeah. Like, I would be curious, like, if you guys ever read any of these books that we recommend, like, put it on our website. Like, we would like to hear your thoughts. And this would be one that I would like to hear your thoughts, because...
Go to our contact page, click on the link for the email, and email us. And,
yeah.
And
I would like to know what you think about this.
Tell us something, or contact us on our social media, our Facebook, our TikTok, our Instagram, any of those, and just reach out, message us. Let us know. I mean, we'll even post this stuff on our, what your comments or your thoughts are on these things. Absolutely. These things are interesting. These are just obviously our thoughts on them. Sometimes we agree, sometimes we don't, but there's so much you can say about all of these books that we read. Obviously, we try to keep it within an hour. We go over most of the time, but
yeah, we do.
But there's a whole cycle of violence in this book where there's love and hate, and they feed off each other until they're indistinguishable. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like in every relationship cycle, like even like the boys to their dad, the boys to the stepmom, the mom to the daughter, the mom to the dad, the mom to the stepdad, all of it. It's there's love, hate, and then it's like a cycle, and you can't even distinguish what's what and when it happened. It's so melds together. It's well written. I give her that. Definitely taboo undertones, like the forbidden relationships, power imbalances, and moral grayness everywhere. And there is not a fade to black in sight.
No.
At all. It is explicit, gritty, and unapologetic. Through and through.
Truth.
Through and through. You kind of, the sex and violence blur until you question which is which even. You're like, yeah.
Yeah. Good luck with this one, guys.
That's a good thing to say, I guess.
Good luck with this one.
Yeah, and just the whole descriptions of what she went through was enough to make your stomach turn a little bit, I think. At least for me.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but
No, deaf.
and as far as like comparisons go, there's no real comparison to me.
As far as what?
Book wise. I couldn't compare this really to any real books.
Oh, yeah, no.
Other than other Candace Wondrak books. But as far as the chaos and brutality goes, Den of Vipers by K.A. Knight, there's that type of chaos and brutality.
Okay.
For the flawed redemption arcs, Sins and Needles by Karina Halley, or Hale. Halle. We're going to do that name thing.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't.
Faith meets Filth. You've got the Hush Hush meets Seven Deadly Sins.
Okay.
All right, so here's our wrap-up prompt. Is it still romance if it feels like damnation?
No. This wasn't a romance for me. I mean, no.
I think it was because their obsession and drive to do anything for her was so hardcore. That's where the romance was.
And
That's it.
I love obsession. I love it. I love that they were obsessed with her.
They were over the top
but
with it.
never did it scream romance.
But that was it. That was the only aspect of the romance, though, was how OTP they were to protect and save her. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there was no real, like, flower and, like, cuddle romance in that aspect. None of that. No. But what they did to protect her and save her, that was the only level of romance that I could, like, nail down.
I would still say no, none.
But I wouldn't go there and be like, this was definitely romance.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just this much about it that I could, like, classify that.
The size of her father's penis.
There you go. There you go. Okay, so here's our 7 deadly bookish sins.
Okay.
So we have 7 sins.
Mm-hmm.
You have, what are they?
Did you write them down?
I did.
Do I need to Google them?
Lust, wrath, pride, envy, greed, sloth, and gluttony.
Mm-hmm.
So assign each one of those to characters in the book and kind of what they are. So, like, for example, Ollie is lust because that man is a walking sin. Just kidding. He's really not.
I definitely picked Astrid for gluttony.
Okay.
Which is weird because, like, you think overeating, but it's just over excess of something. And I think her denial and trying to play ignorant was so over obsessed that she was a glutton about it.
Okay. Okay, so my gluttony was Celeste.
Okay.
And not for food or drink.
Okay.
Emotion. Celeste feels too much, takes on too much, loves too hard, and breaks even harder.
Okay.
Her gluttony is spiritual. She devours pain, guilt, and desire until it nearly consumes her. She is the feast and the famine all at once.
Okay. Okay.
So you have the mom, I have the daughter.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, what was your next one?
Give me a word. I have them in my head for the words.
Sloth.
This one I picked Jacob for. Did you too? Okay. And not because, like, I thought he was, like, slow or anything. Just his character was so uninspiring. So uninspiring, and just so, like, if he was gonna try to be obsessed with her, he was just terrible at it.
Good at it?
Yeah.
That's funny. I said lazy justice, blind eyes, and willful ignorance. Jacob's brand of sloth isn't about naps. It's about complacency. Mm-hmm. He'd rather look away than get his hands dirty, and that makes him just as guilty as the monsters he ignores.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, next one is greed.
Greed, Nathaniel.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
The dad.
Why?
Or what she calls him, which fucking annoyed me.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Okay, and why specifically? Just
Because
literally the money and the
it just, yeah.
take.
And the take from her, what he took from her, and literally let everyone take from her. That's the thing. Like, okay, if you're gonna be a pedophile to your child, I mean, that's one thing, but then to let all your friends do it too? Like, what kind of hell is this, you know?
Yeah. I had to, because I only had so many characters to assign this to.
Yeah.
I gave that one to Ollie.
Okay.
And that was
I thought about that one.
It was hard. And his greed isn't just for money. It's for the control and indulgence. He takes what he wants, the power, pleasure, submission, without care for the cost. Like Ollie's sin is the kind that wears a charming smile right before it ruins you. And that's like because of the whole lawyer thing, the rich and the famous, and he covers for the kids. And so that's where I got that one. Okay, next up, envy.
Envy. Well, I put the girls at her high school.
Okay.
Just because literally they were. I mean, one for, I think you're going to try to take my boyfriend. And then the other one, I don't remember their names, that called her pet.
Brittany, I think.
Just because, like, she was like, were you even really kidnapped? Mm-hmm. I mean, is this just what you did? Like, that's just all that was.
Brittany name. I'm just kidding.
Sorry, Brittany's out there.
Okay. I put Astrid as envy.
Okay.
And that was Celeste's mother is driven by jealousy, envy of youth, love, and freedom. Instead of protecting her daughter, she resents her. Every choice she makes reeks of bitterness and competition, proving envy doesn't always wear green. Sometimes it wears pearls and lipstick.
Okay. Is that the pearls and lipstick, boys?
You know, like a pearl necklace. All right, pride.
Pride. This is where I took Zane.
Okay.
I mean, but he can be proud. I mean, he knows what he is. And he's just adorable with the dimples and actually pretty proud of what him and his brother accomplished. And I'm okay with this sin.
Okay.
Yeah.
I put this one as Mr. Nathaniel Chambers.
Oh, he's pride. Okay.
Yeah. The man's arrogance could choke an entire city. His self-importance, control issues, and belief that he's above consequence make him the embodiment of pride. Mm-hmm. He's the reason playing God should come with a lightning strike warning. All right, 2 more to go.
Okay. Wrath. This is Celeste for me.
Oh, okay.
This is Celeste because of what she did to her dad and then her mother.
Okay, all right.
And not that saying that they did not deserve that, because they did. And I was A-okay with what she did to both of them.
Okay. I gave this one to Thorn.
Okay.
I
thought about Thorn, honestly, yeah.
Thorn is where Zane smolders, Thorn burns. His anger simmers right below the surface, fueled by revenge, loyalty, and frustration. He's brutal, unpredictable, and always one snap away from destruction. Wrath has never looked so controlled or so feral. Last one is Lust.
Lust. This is what I gave Thorn.
Okay.
So I went with the other twin.
Okay.
Just because I think that his silence, as weird as this sounds, his quietness is because he had to keep his feeling of lust for her locked down.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And I gave lust to Zane.
Okay.
Zane, he oozes it. Every stare, every touch, every unspoken word between him and Celeste drips with tension. He's that dangerous blend of protector and predator, the one you know you shouldn't want, but do anyway. Zane's sin isn't loving her, it's wanting her too much.
But then Thorn, like, the first time they actually do it, Thorn is like, I'm flipping her over, and Zane's like,
yes.
Oh, okay, we're going at it like that.
Yeah,
like,
that's true. Their sexual encounter the first time is pretty like, whoa.
Yeah.
So it's hard to
it is hard,
pinpoint some of these sins to each one of these characters. So that was hard.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It was hard.
It is hard.
It was hard. So that was an interesting read, and I'm glad we reread it and tore it apart.
Read it and let us know, please.
Yes,
your thoughts on this one particularly. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to next week's episode 2.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Thanks for joining us. See you next time.
Bye.